So hello everyone and welcome back, and we were studying the sectional and the branching statements. And in sectional and branching statement we have covered if else statement, and now we are going to jump to the switch statement. And you encounter switch statement daily basically, and it is used almost in each program, you would say. And whenever you see an optional functionality where you need to choose one of the given options, then there is the switch statement is used itself. Suppose you are playing a game and then game asks option 1 is to start a new game, option 2 is to continue the game, option 3 is to maybe change the level or change the outfit of the player, and something like that. So each of the three options have different functionality and different thing or different tasks they are going to perform, and that the functionality of giving option and choosing one is given by switch statement itself. So what does a switch statement does? It has a case ladder, supposedly case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, and it is going to check whether it is going to calculate an expression which is given in the switch, and accordingly it is going to execute one of the case statements. And this is how switch works. So the switch statement provides an alternative to if else if. You can say if else if construct, and it is a multi-way branching statement because it is going to have multiple branches, as you can see in the in its flow chart itself. So how does switch works is this statement causes a particular group of statement to be chosen from the several available groups, and the switch uses one or more labels each with a different constant to be compared with the expression. If no one matches, default statement is executed. Each label ends with a colon. So talking about the syntax of the switch, we need to write switch in all small letters, and then we need to give an expression within the parentheses. Then we have to start the block of the switch. Here you can see, and here is the end of the switch. And then we need to specify all the cases, and each case we need to give a constant, maybe a character constant, maybe a integral constant. We need to give a constant to each case, and each case should have its own identical constant. No two constants, or you can say val1 val2, should not match each other, and in the case they match, there will be a duplication error. Okay. And then we have each statement associated with each label, or you can say each case, and then we have break at the end of each case, and then at the end we have a default statement. Okay, at the end we have a default statement which is executed if no one case is going to get executed. So how it works? It is first going to calculate the expression's result, and that result is going to be compared with the constant given in the cases. Whichever constant is going to be identical, or you can say that if val2 comes out to be the result of the expression, the statement 2 is going to be get executed, and the compiler will go out of the switch itself. And if none of the expressions, or you can say none of the constant matches the result of the expression, then the default statement is going to get executed. And you can see the flow chart here itself. Here is the conditional expression, and then it is going to go for check for the case 1 if the value or the constant given in case 1 matches the result of the expressions or not. So if it is true, the particular statement of that case is going to get executed, and after that the program is going to get end. If not, it is it will check for the second one, then third, and then n number of the cases, you can say, and after that is going to go for default if no one case is going to get matched. So let's write a program for the better understanding. Okay, let's have an int a, and let's A be the input of switch itself. Our expression is just A, and let the case 1 be, let's name the case 1, and statement for that will print case 1 is executed. Case 1 is executed, and then we will have slash and maybe a full stop. Let's add few more cases. Command V. You can say in here we are getting a duplicate case in the value 1 because we cannot have the same name for the value. And it is not like you need to follow the ascending order. You can follow any order. You can give it to 2 or maybe 3, or you can even name it as maybe an ampersand sign, and anything will work maybe, but in case of ampersand you need to mention that in quotes so that it gets specified that it is in character itself. And there is a difference between this 2 and this 2. What is the difference between this and this 2? So it is in character 2, okay, and this is a number 2. It is going to treat it as a character value, and 2 has its ASCII code. I hope you understand that 2 has the character 2 itself is having an ASCII code, and that ASCII code is going to be its numerical value, you can say. Okay, so we are going for the numbers, or you can say integral constants this time. So I'm going for 1, 2 and 3, and I'm going to initialize A to 2 itself, and let's see what result are we going to receive. We are receiving now. So we are receiving case 1 is executed. Why? Okay, I have given this case 1 executed in all the 3 cases. Let's see now what we are getting. So case 2 is going to get executed because the value of A is here 2, or you can say the result of an expression is going to be 2. And what if I am going to have a default, maybe default I have not specified, and you need to write break after the default. Printf, and let's get default statement here, or you can say error, wrong option, or generally these type of statements are used, or you can either say no case matched. Okay, let's give the value of A to be 5 itself, and there you go. You can see it is we are receiving no case matched. And let's check what if we are not going to include break in the switch statement. So ideally break is not a part of switch statement. Okay, break, you can use switch statement without break, and break is the addition to the switch statement, or you can say it upgrades the switch statement. And the reason why we use break is to avoid a condition. That condition is known as fall through, or you can say you can say there is a case ladder, case 1, case 2, case 3. Okay, it is a ladder that switch follows. It is going to go for the case 1 first, it is going to check for the case 1, then case 2, then case 3. And if you are not going to apply break, then what is going to happen? If suppose the case 1 is going to get matched, is matching with the value of A. If suppose we have value of 1 with the A, and what is going to happen, that it is going to see yes, it is matching the case 1. So what is going to happen? It is going to print that statement, and if there is no break, it is going to print this statement also, and then this. It is going to go for all the conditions, or you can say it is going to print out all the conditions, or you can say it is going to execute all the cases. sorry, conditions. I was saying conditions. I actually meant cases. It is going to execute all the cases below which the case is true. So let's remove break from all these statements, or you can let's comment them out. So now we are not using break, and I am giving the value of 1 to A, and we should expect all the line of code to be executed. So here you can see case 1 is executed, case 2, case 3, and no case matched. Even the default case was executed. So what if I'm going to apply a break to the second one itself only, then it is going to stop at second. Here you go. So it printed this, then it prints out this, and then it is going to execute break. So what does break there? As soon as break statement is executed, it is going to exit, or you can say it is going to instruct the compiler to exit the block in which it is right now. So right now it is in switch block, so it is going to exit the switch block itself. So or you can say it is going to terminate the switch itself. Okay, terminate it. Break can also terminate loops, and we are going to study break separately also. So you can see here we use break to upgrade the switch statement so that we get trouble with the fall through. I guess fall through, and fall through is an important term that you should know. And this was all about switch, and you can see in here if I simply give the value of 2, only 2 is going to get executed, because it will break after that. So this was all about switch statement. See you in the next lecture.